You are listening to the Foamy Heads Podcast, where we discuss craft beer and anything else that accompanies a glass.
Did I hit the right button?
Well, the countdown just ended.
I guess it did. One or more platforms drop. We'll keep trying to reconnect in the background.
I don't know what that means, but if we went live, maybe we actually went live with all the updates to Riverside that we haven't explored yet. But
okay,
that's an issue for another time.
That'll work. As long as we're recording, I'm good. I haven't even had any beer today. No, that's not true. I had an IPA, Mitch,
Yes.
which your fault. We talked about this with the Brewery Underground guys.
Oh.
About how I'm getting away from IPAs thanks to you.
Oh, yeah.
And moving toward, anyway, conversation for, I guess, later on. But how's it going, man?
It's work weeks.
Work weeks.
These are always blessings when we get to talk beer. So
yeah,
it's a good escape, and it's a good excuse to crack open a cold one. And we're gonna do exactly that, I anticipate.
That's the plan. Mitch and Rich on the mics drinking beer tonight. We're talking Tavour. We're doing some of that. Tavour. We're doing some of that. We're talking about what we're drinking, but I think the main conversation tonight is Rich and Mitch's experiences with beer delivery services.
Yeah.
And anything in between. So before we do that, Mitch, let's crack one open. What are we drinking?
Well, I'm going to do from Clinton Saley. I think I got his last name right. Sorry, Clinton, if I didn't. From Tanasi Brewing. He surprised me with this peanut butter porter. And we all are aware of the peanut butter craze in craft beer, but more so with jelly components and bread, like sandwiches. So looking at you, Zool, but I'm not sold on it all yet myself, but as you know, and had already kind of explained, I've been leaning more towards beer-flavored beer rather than flavored beer. So, but not to discount Zool or any of the PB&J beers, they do taste strangely just like the sandwiches with variants between now. It's really strange. It's like getting Smuckers that's just macerated and completely... what do you call it? It's the mono something word where it's in there, but it just drinks like a beer. So
it's liquefied Uncrustables, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
Zool's got their PB&J mixtape. Actually, Mitch, good thing you brought that up. Shout out to Scott and Steve with the Brewery Underground podcast. So I've got 4 of the PB&J mixtapes sitting in the chair next to me that they got for us. So the plan is we're going to drink those together and then share our experiences. There's 4 of them, so that may not be like your speed very much or whatever, but we're going to taste them. We've got different flavors: blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, and then there's another one over there that I can't see. So we're going to do that. It looks oddly like you're pouring from a peanut butter jar. That is so...
It does. You know, that thought didn't even occur to me at all for some reason, but it totally looks like a GIF.
It's a Jiffy or GIF or GIF, whatever it is.
Yeah, it totally does look. It has even the little grip lines for the top.
Mm-hmm. You're pouring out of a peanut butter jar.
Sure am. A Back 40 beer. And, it does have a little message on it. I'll read it real quick. Weird. They have little logos of ice cream, a burger,
and bacon.
Yeah. Peanut butter porter. It's creamy. It's big. It's just what it sounds like, brewed with crushed peanuts and a malt bill thick enough to slather on some bread. Peanut butter porter belongs on your grocery list right next to the jelly, bananas, and bacon. Comfort food in a can. Back 40.
Okay. I am very curious to know how much it tastes like peanut butter, because I've seen peanut butter beers that are more like, and Clinton mentioned this at the Tanasi party, like there's PB2, which is like the peanut butter powder, which is almost more peanut forward, not necessarily creamy peanut butter, but it's more peanut flavored. So I'm curious, when you're taking a sip of that, how much like peanut butter you're getting, because it's supposed to resemble, I mean, the can, the artwork, everything, it's called peanut butter porter. How close is it?
I definitely can taste what would be peanut butter flavor, but the malt bill is huge. So this is less sweet than like the Zoll offerings. Obviously no jelly. This is just peanut butter and porter. But that malt bill really shines in this and keeps it more of a beer lean versus just all peanut butter.
That has to be welcoming to some extent, right? Because
yeah,
it's more beer than it is peanut butter, but it still gives you enough to let you know what it is.
I will say, after like everything's moved past, the palate feels or tastes the dry lift once it leaves. It then does resemble if you had like a sandwich with just peanut butter on it. I do kind of get that leftover kind of flavors in my mouth. So, yeah, I'm brown bagging a beer.
That's what it looks like in your Wicked Weed glass too, I think, isn't it?
It is. This is one of my favorite pint glasses, just because it's got this like curve for your hand and it fits nicely in it. I don't know. It's a good call.
I believe we picked that one up when we were downtown Nashville one day, because I remember I got the same glass.
Yeah, they were doing a tap takeover, I think.
That's right. I've got mine pouring now. I've got a 2025 Bourbon County brand stout.
Nice.
Focus. See if I can. Not smart enough. Screw it. 2025 Bourbon County brand stout. I like this size. This is, I believe, 11-ounce can or 11-ounce bottle. Yeah. So it's an 11-ounce bottle. 10 fluid ounces. I'm sorry, 10 fluid ounces. So this is the style of bottle where this beer makes sense. In previous years, the Bourbon County brand stouts, as heavy as they are, I mean, this one is 14.8%. Like, they've always come in the really big bottles. And now, this year, they decided to release them in 4-packs of 10-ounce bottles.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah, right. And I'm normally a fan of bigger bottles. You know, it's like sometimes I want more than just one small bottle of something. Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout's not one of those categories that makes sense for me to have, like, want more. I want something I can sip on. And a 10-ounce bottle is perfect. I don't need a 16-ounce bottle of Bourbon County brand stout. I don't need a big bomber of it. If I do, I'm probably getting one of the variants, Mitch, and then I'm bringing that to a share. But for something like tonight, a 10-ounce bottle is perfect.
Yeah, I like the 10-ounce idea. It's not, you definitely don't want just a little pony of special beer, which I still think would be kind of cool, though, for a high ABV treat. But a 4-pack, 10-ounce, enough for you to get a pour, but not completely trashed.
Yeah.
I dig that. Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
I think 30s and up would agree. Those are the right size.
We're at that point in our life, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got the beers out of the way. You're drinking the peanut butter porter from Back 40 Beer Company. What was the ABV on that?
Oh,
I don't think you said anything, did you?
I did not say. It is not going to be a high one. It looks like we're going to have to turn to Untapped for that.
Okay. Let's see. I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking, but I'm not seeing anywhere where they put it. However, I do see a packaged on date of November 25th, 2025. It's got a little age on it. But it's a porter. So,
Mitch,
hey.
you are going to be surprised.
I was thinking around, I still can't see it yet, but it's I was thinking around maybe a 5.5.
10%.
It's a tenner? It does not drink like a tenner. Holy crap.
Really?
Not at all. The malt bill makes it super mild in terms of like, there's not a whole lot of sweet. Whenever I taste a lot of sweet, that's when I fear it's a higher ABV, or if it's barrel aged, I know it's going to be starting pretty high, you know. But this being neither of those things, I'm surprised that it's a 10.
Huh.
So this actually raises the rating I would give it.
I could see that.
Because it's super subtle. It's a sleeper.
Yeah, why something that does not have as much alcohol forward and still can carry a 10%er like that definitely deserves some higher praise.
That's wild. It's masking its 10% very well. Wow.
You were thinking it was in the mid 5s, right?
Yeah. Though I am pretty well trained on drinking, so.
Yeah, you are. Yes, you are. You are a connoisseur.
I'm
Mitch,
not
an
gonna
expert.
I'm not gonna feel any alcohol.
But you know what's fun about that, and that kind of leads directly into our conversation for tonight, is you're drinking a beer that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get.
Yes.
That was provided to you free through a friend that said, "Hey, this is something here. I'd like to have it for you." But we're in the day and age now where just because you don't live close to your favorite brewery doesn't mean you can't get that beer now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's beer delivery services.
Man. And I love them.
Right? Spend too much.
Yeah. I loved them a bit too much during COVID.
You know what? Okay, so good point. That was kind of the jump off point for a lot of these places is you know, kind of 1.0 for beer delivery services was driving to your favorite brewery during the lockdown and they would run the beer out to your car. You didn't even have to go inside. You didn't have to try it or sample it. You could buy it online. You show up to the brewery and they run it out to your car with a mask on, and you had a 4-pack of your beer. And now Bearded Iris did that.
Yes.
Southern Grist did it.
Dude, yes.
And so much money was spent.
Yeah, I dare to say those were some of the best years in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there was a big old pandemic going on, but people were itching just to get all they can into their home. And you're going to bring it out to the car, and all I got to do is wear a mask, and you just put it in the back, and we go, hello, thank you, goodbye. Yeah. Sold. Like, I almost like that better than shipments of beer, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have to get out.
Uh-huh.
I like driving, so I'll drive out somewhere. But
and I kind of liked being away from everybody. Like, maybe call me, I'm very much not an introvert, but there was something calming about everybody being in their homes and you just didn't have to go anywhere. That was where, you know, like obviously places companies like DoorDash and Uber Eats, those companies were already around, but you want to talk about rocket shipping them into the next phase of not only part-time gig economy working, but also food delivery on demand whenever you want it. Like
Yeah.
you had to rely on pizza delivery drivers from the store in order to do it. You had to see if somebody at the store was willing to drive your alcohol to you. But now you don't need that. You just need somebody who's willing to make a few extra bucks and somebody who's willing to pay a little bit more for it. And the beer delivery service exploded with it.
Yeah, big time. I know Tennessee was still fickle, like at the beginning of the pandemic. A lot of beer and wine and liquor shipment companies still couldn't go to Tennessee. But within like a year and a half, it really opened up. And one of those companies I used for a while, Craft Beer Kings, I believe was their name. And
not around anymore, you said.
I think I saw them close their doors in a newsletter years ago. But one thing I will give them big credit on is the boxes they used were double thick for shipping beer. And nothing in there is going to break. It'd have to be a really, really hard fall. But I don't remember the rates on shipping anymore. I might find something in an email and see what I can compare to maybe today's delivery cost, and beer cost. But
Right.
Yeah, so Craft Beer Kings, I was hooked on that for a while. It might be the sole reason why I had so many beers and so many that went bad. Because I had a big old like metal shelf, all beer, and that traveled and moved with me every move for like 5 years.
Okay.
It was nuts. So I still have the big bottles of stouts that are left over from years of just picking them up from local breweries in Nashville, like a lot of New Heights, Southern Grist, and collaborations across with other locals, like the Southern Grist and Living Waters collaborations on anniversary parties, releases, and stuff. But I think I am officially out of all my Craft Beer King stock.
Years later.
Yeah, I'm going to pull up my phone and see if I can't find any of those costs to compare to what you've got going on.
Yeah, it's the cost of beer delivery today. I can't necessarily put my finger on what's the reason for having a little extra money these days, but like right around the time I stopped going crazy on beer delivery services was also the time when my twin girls got out of baby formula. So I was spending $800 a month on baby formula. And all of a sudden I'm just not spending that much money anymore on it because now they're drinking regular milk and eating food. But also at the same time, I was like moving funds from one savings account into a checking account just to be able to like pay my credit card bills. And the majority of my credit card bills was coming from Tavour, whatever. We'll get into how that's pronounced maybe in just a little bit. I have no idea. I don't know how it's pronounced.
Is it Tavour, like flavor, or Tavour?
You know what? This is the time we're going to get into it right now. Let me see if I can pull this up.
We're leading into it, so let's get the name right.
In. Yeah, we're going into it. So I've got my screen up for the people watching. I've got my screen up.
And I'll just let you know to seed this in to the next part of this. I did find an email with their old package deals from Craft Beer Kings.
A Reddit thread of the name choice.
Ooh.
So this is perfect. That's just the background of the history of it, how to pronounce.
Oh, there's the Google thing. Okay. I was looking for that the other day. There's how Google says it.
Mm-hmm.
It has the little mouth on it too. Tavour.
Tavour.
But how did they say it?
Yes. So, according to Gemini, pronounce Tavour as Tavour, rhyming loosely with Trodor or Tavour.
Oh, like Trogdor?
I remember Trogdor. Wow, that's a throwback, Mitch.
The Burninator.
Wow. You went deep on that one.
Yeah, it triggered when you said Trowdor. It's like, oh shit, Trogdor?
The name was originally inspired by the words taste and savor, but the founders adopted a smoother phonetic spelling to roll off the tongue easily. So I believe, according to this, it is pronounced Tavour.
Tavour.
Or
Very
Tavour.
American.
Yeah.
Tavour.
I don't quite know. How do you pronounce Tavour? Because it rolls off the tongue. Yeah, Tavour. They even have their own website FAQ on how to pronounce it.
As of 2022, early in the morning, they're like, it's Tavour.
Yeah. It's what they went with.
They're like, yeah, we know it has like a British swing to it. We're going to just say, we're going to call this one a foot, guys.
Yep. That has to be. It's the same logic on how they came up with it.
Tavour.
So you used Craft Beer Kings.
Yes.
You said you found an email on shipping costs.
Well, not shipping costs, but I did find a price on packages because there's no way to see their shop anymore. But like they had some deals like a Stout beer box. The gold package for a Stout beer box was $74.99, or you could subscribe to it for $69.99. But that's the gold package. It goes all the way down to bronze package, which is $39.99 or $35.99 subscription. So anywhere from $40 to $75 max, you could get beer delivered of variant stouts. And I would assume it'd be the same for sours, IPAs, and they list here some wine boxes as well. So they did wine.
Did you, when you were ordering from Craft Beer Kings, did you get the opportunity to pick the beers you want, or did you just buy a box of a style of beer and then they shipped you whatever beers they felt should be shipped?
It looks like I did everything a la carte here. For instance, 3 Fontaine, they had that. And I chose to get 3. Oh, it was a limit 1 750 milliliter bottle for $75. Holy shit. That is steep, dude. And the shipping was $15.99 for it.
So hang on a second. Did I hear you that you spent $75 for a bottle of beer and then another $15 to ship it?
I did. Because 3 Fontaine was not in Tennessee at the time.
Oh, and they're great. The one that I had, Mitch, was from you when we were at, I believe we were smoking cigars with Aaron at Main Street that night.
Oh, that would have been, yeah, that'd be awesome. Fuck yeah.
And I believe
it
was at Smoker's Abbey, I believe. The one you brought, I was afraid to try it because I saw that it was, considered to be a quote unquote sour beer or lambic or whatever it was, but it was not. It was very smooth.
Yep. Then I got 2 smaller bottles of 3 Fontaine, each for $24.99 with another $14.99 shipping.
For the 2?
Steep. Yeah, steep.
Wow.
I'm looking for like a box of things that I got, but it seems like their shipping was almost a flat rate per box for like $14.99.
Yeah. Ironically enough, that is the price to ship your Tavour subscription box as well.
Really? So
So
that may
must
not
be
have
industry
changed.
standard. Yeah.
That's good. Hey, there's
And
some silver lining.
yeah, I guess the one thing that hasn't gone up over the years, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I can ship 2 beers, I can ship 50 beers, and it's the same $14.99 regardless.
Yeah.
They may cut you off. They may have a limit to how many beers you can order. There is no minimum or maximum order. Tavour will ship your entire crate regardless of how many delicious craft brews you stuff with it for a flat fee of $14.90 plus taxes.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Okay. Now, this was written in August of 2022. This may have changed, but it is on their support site. So there's no reason for me to believe that this is outdated by any means. That is the price that I pay to ship it. However, I don't. I've think the maximum number of beers I've ordered was like 19. So I mean, it's not like it's completely out there.
True. Yeah. Ooh. All right. I got one more. I'll do one more here. CBK shipment for Pariah Dank Drink, an IPA.
Yeah.
It's cool. We definitely shared that one. This is where the Black People Love Beer as well, Crowns and Hops Hazy Double IPA, Harland Brewing Company Citra, and Mason Ale Works Horace Run the Jewels No Save Point. All IPAs.
Oh, what
Here
was
comes
that
the
last
costs.
one? What was no? What was the last one? It was
Run
a
the
Horace.
Jewels? Yes, Horace, yeah.
Those are not cheap.
This one was $6 for the 16-ounce can.
Okay, so they're if it's the same Horace Agedales, their stouts go for like $75 a bottle.
Ooh, this is an IPA, not a stout. So
Okay,
I
assumed they were all the same, but maybe not. Okay, run the totals.
Still $14.99 shipping. So I had 4 IPAs, $24.96 total with $14.99 shipping. So I was not maximizing the amount of beer in my boxes for shipping.
No. Yeah.
But it seems I was a bit scatterbrained and just impulse buying like one would do through COVID.
Yep. I get it.
Yep.
And you know what? That's kind of one of the things that I've noticed about Tavour is they are very good with getting you on either side. So you set a shipping date for your order. In other words, like the night before your ship date is your close date. You can buy as many beers as you want up until that shipping date. Now, you can decide to move the shipping date back if you want to add more beers to your crate. And I'll give you a prime example. There was I had about 15 beers in my crate, and there was a stout, ironically named right after me. It was called Richard 2026. And I was like, I want this beer, but they were like, it's a pre-order or it's you can be like waitlisted or whatever it is, and if and when it becomes available, we'll add it to your crate. So I just kept moving my shipment date back. Back and back and back because that beer never changed statuses. And I was like, well, one day it's going to change. It'll get added to my crate and then I'll ship it. It never did. So I kept moving my shipment date back. The very thing about Tavour where they get you, Mitch, is the minute you decide to purchase that beer, they charge your credit card. So you have bought that beer. And it will sit as long as you want it to in their warehouse until you are ready to spend that $14.90 to ship your crate.
I mean, that sounds good.
It does, because it's like, okay, maybe I want to put 25 beers in and I don't know everything that I want yet. And I want to maximize that 14, but all along the way, it's like, it's these microtransactions where it's like $6.99, $5.99, $7.99, $22.99. And then, your credit card is stacking up as you're purchasing these beers. And then when you're ready, you say, okay, I'm ready. On that shipment date, it closes, it charges you $15, and then it ships your crate to you within a week. So they get you.
Awesome. But yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. It's great, but they have figured it out because they get their money up front from the beers that you buy. And then the hope is that you continue to buy and maximize the shipping cost that they're going to ultimately charge you in the end.
It's wild because you don't really get to see your cart fill up with what you're buying visually as your human instincts for purchasing or trading, bartering, whatever it was. Now it's just like, oh shit, I got my statement.
Multiple times that's happened.
I received my manifest. It's bad, but I love it.
Bad. The other problem is, and not as much anymore, I alluded to this at the beginning, is that I'm becoming less and less of a hophead. Like, I still love my IPAs, but the longer they sit, as you know, the longer an IPA sits, the worse it gets.
Aaron.
Might have been the same night, actually, that we had that 3 Fontaine. It might have been. Yeah. But, I can choose, because I have a bunch of hoppy IPAs, that I want to ship it sooner, my crate sooner than later. So now I have to make a decision. I don't have as many beers in that crate. I'm only have 5 or 6. Am I willing to spend $14 to ship that crate to me for 5 or 6 beers? Or do I want to let it sit for another couple weeks while I look for potentially new beers to add to the crate, knowing that my IPAs are getting less fresh by the minute as the day goes on? I don't know.
Choices.
Yeah. These are the choices of modern day beer delivery services.
That's right.
Beer Drop is another one. I haven't done Beer Drop yet. I've only done Tavour.
I haven't looked into Beer Drop at all. I haven't heard of that. This is my first time hearing about Beer Drop.
DJ used Beer Drop for a while, our buddy DJ. I don't know, Mitch, what the difference is, but DJ has moved over to Tavour because financially it might be better for him. I don't know what the differences are. But
just like it was flat rate shipping, maybe.
I don't know. It's okay. Whatever the change was, whatever the reasoning for it to move over, must have been substantial enough for him to look the other way. You know what, though? And this is slowly rolling out, but Tavour has, like everybody, a plus subscription now, where you can pay so much money a year, and all of your beers are shipped free. There is no shipping cost to it.
Huh.
So
they're going the Amazon route.
I guess so. I think it's like, and it's not cheap. It's like $120 a year.
That's close to the price point. Okay.
Which DJ did the math. If you end up shipping one crate every 6 weeks.
Is a crate 6 or 12?
A crate is however many beers you've allocated before it's time to ship it. That is like, it is basically what's in your cart. It is your checkout cart.
Unlimited.
So you could ship 2 beers, you could ship 100 beers. That is your crate for that month or that time period. And if you ship one crate every, I think it was like 6 weeks, then Tavour Plus is worth it. It pays for itself. But that's a lot of beer.
Every month and a half. So that is doable.
Mm-hmm. There is a minimum, I believe, number of beers. I think it's like 8 or 9 that they're willing to ship for that free, that Tavour Plus. Otherwise, you would just be shipping every single week with 2 or 3 beers, and that doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Not financially for them.
They'd be like, no. We're holding this back. Get 3 more beers. We'll talk.
Here is...
I'm feeling the 10% now.
I figured you would. Those are those sleeper beers.
Big time.
Here it is. Tavour Plus, invitation only, $119 for 1 year. Early access to every Tavour release. Exclusive beer for Tavour Plus members. Unlimited free shipping on crates with 12 or more beers.
Oh. Okay. So you got to spend money to get 12 or more.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You know, it's still, that's a moderate deal. Like, I would say good, but, you know, I don't know how much I'm spending per beer, so I'm going to say moderate.
Tavour beers anywhere. Here's what
was the other company again?
Oh, it was called Beer Drop.
Beer Drop. I was thinking Drop Ship for some reason. Ooh.
That's not great.
Is it because you need to say you're 21?
There it is.
10 beers, 12 beers, starting at $44.99. Oh, but it's pre-selected with 6 unique beers, or do you still choose it?
I don't know. Let's pick 10 beers. Okay. Uh-huh. We'll use your choices and our top picks to recommend 5 different beers, 10 total. And your monthly drop, you can always change.
Flat rate is 10 a box.
Yes. For this tier.
Yeah.
They have 8 beer packages and 12 beer packages. So if we chose the 8 beer packages, we get 2 of each 4 different beers. And we could say, I like hazy IPAs, Belgian beers, and then let's go top picks. And dark beers next.
Boom.
Okay. We'll send you only the highest beers we can find. You the very best beers with a bigger budget. So you spend $40 plus $10 to ship it. And you do not get to pick what beers you want.
It's
you choose
Christmas in July.
Huh.
You know, I don't hate it. I like mystery. I'm a man of mystery.
Mitch, if you're interested in, if you don't know much about the different beers and you just are willing to try things, this would be this would be for you. You know, I feel like this is not competitive with Tavour because Tavour is for the people that know exactly what they want and they see something that they want and they buy it.
I think this is more of beer explorers versus beer snob.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning where your palate is and you almost just want to try new beers you haven't had before. I don't know how you exactly learn if they have the beers that you haven't had before, depending on where you live and what they're shipping. But that's the gamble. So I see a 450 North. I see 1050. I see some beers that are in our distro.
Yep. Here's Outer Range. That's something that we can get local to us now. And then here's Weldworks, their Juicy Bits.
Oh, nice. That is good. So no doubt that the higher you spend here, the more rare or popular beers you may get.
Mm-hmm. They have an FAQ page. A recurring monthly craft beer subscription built specifically for you. Fresh beer matched to your taste with the flexibility to modify, skip, or cancel anytime. I did see at the bottom of the page, 3 days before your package ships, you get a preview of what's in the box, and you can make changes at that time.
That's a cool feature for this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That
I don't
makes
know
it a
if,
little more.
yeah, I don't know if you get to, um, I don't know if you get to pick, hey, I want this beer instead of this beer, but maybe you could say, I don't want this beer, and maybe they would swap it out with something else.
I would think it'd be like, hey, I can't handle lactose. I need something else.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think, it's like you've opted into this because of the mystery, and then you get the list or whatever saying this is what you're going to get. Oh, surprise. But then it's like, oh shit, I can't drink that though.
Well, here it is. Can I choose the beers for each beer drop myself? Absolutely.
Oh,
Each month, we will recommend a lineup based on your taste preferences, but you are always in control. Once your recommendations are set, you can log into your account and swap beers to your heart's content. For an added fee, you can even add extra beers. That's cool.
that is nice. That's a perk. Okay.
I like that. It's almost like it curates based on your style, and then you have the choice to fine tune the algorithm before your package is shipped.
Not bad.
I like that idea. I can get on board with this. Again, I don't feel this is in direct competition with Tavour, other than the fact of people have a limited amount of funds to go around and they're spending it in one place or the other. But I feel like these are two different customers.
I do too. Like it's still beer, but two different customer bases. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is a subscription that you pay monthly for, and they curate something for you based on your style, and then you can fine tune and swap out beers to your heart's content, but you pay a monthly fee, and then
Not
they
bad.
just ship those beers to you. Whereas with Tavour, you can choose to ship as often as you want or as little as you want, but you are in complete control by adding the beers that they have to your crate.
And thus your bill increases.
I spent too much, Mitch. I wonder if I can log on to my account here. Like, I've never logged on to...
Oh, like on the desktop?
I don't even know if they have a desktop. Like, get the app. Okay.
They're like, fuck desktop.
There's no hamburger icon. There's nothing.
They don't give a shit.
No.
Get the damn app.
Just go get the app.
That's crazy. But I mean, that is the direction of everything is so app based. But I bet you it's going to circle back at some point. But it may not be like websites. But I don't know how long apps have run wise. I'm very curious. But with the way everything's talking about creating more so environments and worlds to explore and shop in versus websites that are more traditional now. I don't know, man. It's going to get funky. I'm going to be like 70-year-old and I'm just going to lose my fucking mind. Like, where am I? This is great. Anyway. Yeah.
We're going to be the old people being like, I just want my app on my phone. That's all I
was just
wanted.
trying to get some milk. Now I'm in this virtual grocery and I'm adding shit to my cart. It's immediately shipping to my door. It's already here. I didn't mean to pick that.
I didn't order that for right now.
I was trying to read the label.
We are going to, you know what though? I don't think that will be us. I feel like millennials have had enough jump up on the technology space that we will know where our lane is and we will stay in it. When that time comes, we will be in that world only if we want to be in that world.
We might be the controllers of that world, and we might become the bastards.
We could, but if you look at generations before us, like they have a very hard time even figuring out how to get into the basics of the digital era, whereas we grew up before it and we saw it boom, and we are going to be the ones that are leading it into the next generation. So we will have control overall. God, we sound like boomers right now, but
yeah,
you know, where's beer delivery going to be in 20 years?
Yeah, is it going to be like it's going to be
be
like
one of those
beer
worlds
drones.
where I have to jump in and
And the beer drone
cool.
will just like land out front. It's a full tap. You just get some beers, growlers, like classic, like you used to. Nothing changed in that aspect except the transit and volume of beer you can get to your front lawn. You just like fill up a six-stool right outside your lawn off a fucking beer drone.
You won't. I think the only incorrect part of that statement is nobody will have lawns anymore. That's the only part that will probably be wrong. Everything else you said is 100%
Sorry,
accurate.
my front bar.
Right.
Dude, that'd be incredible. I'd love to not cut a fucking lawn. I'll take the front bar. That'll be great. Yeah.
If grass is around in 20 years, then we didn't completely kill everything on this planet.
That's true. We do need wildflower patches away from my front door, but yeah.
For my beer delivery drone to land on.
That's right.
It's your drone delivery patch. That's all it is.
Yeah. I got a drone pad. It needs to know where to land to deliver my goods.
And you see, the richer you are, the bigger the drone pad you have. And that's how people are going to flex in the future.
I got to roll my drone pod out to the pad so I can get in it and seal myself so the drone comes pick me up, take me to work.
There you go.
It's like the dream. Not as good as Futurama, but close.
That's the second throwback show you've mentioned tonight. Futurama. Are they still producing Futurama?
On and off. I think 2 or 3 years ago they did another season, and it was good. Okay. It was a good season.
All right.
But yeah, I do love.
I always liked the cut off head of what's his name, President
Nixon.
Yeah.
That's how I picture Mitch McConnell right now.
Oh, 100%. This is you can tell the beer's hitting to us right now because we have moved from actual productive conversation to drone delivery and Futurama,
to dreams and desires, and then just fucking
fuck it.
Just like, what is it called? Like Blade Runner and everything, where it just goes dark and shitty.
Yeah,
dystopian.
Yeah, dystopian society.
Yeah.
So I think, kind of bringing it all back around to come to conclusion, I'm for beer delivery subscription services. I think that there is still space. I you know what though? I'm gonna look a little bit more into this beer drop, because Tavour, the way their app works, Mitch, is I know they drop beers in the afternoon. They might drop beers in the morning as well, but they have a predetermined list of beers that they just drop. And it's like a feed, right? You go into the app and you scroll and you can choose. You see the beer that you want. You can buy it right there on the spot. Some of them are pre-releases, so they come directly from the breweries. They don't go through Tavour, which is kind of a cool partnership, right? So it gives you access to maybe like brewery-only special releases that don't get distributed, that Tavour might not otherwise get. But for the most part, you click on it, it charges your card, and it adds it to your virtual crate, and then it ships when it's ready to go. And that's great, but it's still a predetermined list of beers that Tavour wants to sell. So not everything is on there. It's only what they choose to sell. And if you're not there in time, it could sell out. So there's the Tavour side of things. Which puts you, for lack of a better term, completely in control of what beers you're buying. There's Beer Drop, which kind of curates things for you, which I like that idea. And then you can kind of customize what they've picked for you and swap out certain things. So I like that. And I don't know what a third option would be, but I feel like there's something in between or on either side of those fence posts, that maybe there's room for one more different way of buying beer. I just don't know what that is. So who knows?
Yeah. It'll come up.
But the only other, and this is, kudos to Tavour for bringing beer delivery to the world the way they've done it. And this is nothing but constructive criticism, but I feel like the way they handle their inventory could be a lot better.
Yeah.
There have been multiple occasions where I've either purchased a beer, it was in my crate, and I was told, in fact, it happened just the other day, hey, sorry, we don't have this beer for you. We're refunding your money. They were quick at refunding my money, but I really wanted that beer more than I wanted the $12.99 that, they charged me for.
Yeah.
And the reason they gave me was, hey, there was the crate of beer that fell and got busted, and there wasn't enough to go around, so we just have to refund your money. Accidents happen. I get it. Maybe they could do a little bit better.
Yeah, something about the warehouse. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. That would be a fun conversation one day, is talking to some people in charge of shipping beer and the challenges that come with it. That'd be a fun conversation to get a little bit more insight to how much, how hectic is it? All these beer nerds ordering and stuff, and what's behind the curtain that we aren't aware of. But I'm curious.
It's got to be complicated. You've got hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of people ordering beer, and you have to keep up with this person bought this beer, so it's allocated, right? And it can't be sold twice. You can't oversell. And also you have to be careful with their inventory, because it could stay on the shelf for an unannounced period of time before they decide to ship their crate.
True. Yeah.
Inventory's a bitch, Mitch.
Shoot. Yeah, that's a really good point, because the longer you take to ship something, the more apt something to go wrong could be if you're waiting 6 months or less or whatever. I don't know why you'd wait 6 months, but unless you were
Mitch, if I shipped my crate last week, I would have had this beer.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't even think about it. The one that they sent me the email today saying, hey, like, if I had not moved my shipment date back a week so I could add more beers to it, they would have potentially shipped that beer with my order. Dude. And I would have been okay.
So it really might be just a first come, first serve versus some mishap.
Maybe. I mean, I'm more of the opinion that they had, call it 1,000 bottles or 1,000 cans to sell, and 1,000 people bought it because it sold out. Right? I was one of the people that bought it, and it sold out. And then somewhere down the line yesterday, a pallet fell off of a shelf, and and it killed 100 people's orders. So the first 900 maybe got it, and the last 100 didn't. I don't know. And I was one of those casualties.
That would make more sense and be less caustic to the buyers.
Yeah.
And the remorse.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I don't know. Anyway, that's my rant for the night. I'm a big fan of beer delivery services, beer subscription services. I feel that the market is not saturated yet. I feel like there's more that could be done to protect both the consumer as well as give them more options, but I like the direction in which it's going.
Hell yeah. I agree. I haven't seen a service that I've disliked yet, just from looking at what we saw tonight, as well as whatever, I had in the past, Craft Beer Kings. I will say, on another price point, I found a logbook, beer review logbook. And of course, I'm just so bad about Untapped. I was just as bad about using this book. There's that many pages not filled out. But I preempted the earlier pages with like Dogfish Head and everything at the time. Didn't fill it out. But there was a year. Did I put the year? Of course I didn't. No, I did. in 2020, where at no quarter they had Death's Tar from Revolution Brewing on tap.
On tap?
On tap.
Wow.
And I must have had this book with me and a Sharpie, and I filled it out.
That's awesome.
I do like these tasting notes on these pages. The date was February 18th, 2020, at no quarter, which was the place. Beer name, Death's Tar. And it's got style, brewer, and ABV price. The ABV, 14.8%. The price was $9 per 10-ounce pour.
Whoa, that's great.
Yeah, it was really great.
Whoa.
Like we see prices today, and it's easily 15 at this point. I would assume. I don't know about Death's Tar, but just stouts that are kind of hard to get in general.
Yeah, they're double digits for sure.
Yeah. And it's got like appearance, aroma, taste, mouthful, fill, and overall impressions. All I put for impressions was still a favorite.
Hey, true. I'm assuming you haven't had it in a while,
And
but that would still hold true.
Draft.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
man,
looking forward to my
I'd
next
kill
one.
for a $9 big stout beer in a draft.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lots of these. Yeah, dude. Like that's still like a nice larger snifter kind of like glass too. So, and I know no quarter does it right. So,
no quarter has 8 taps, which is small in comparison to where other places go. Every single one of their beers they have on tap is something that you would drink and go try out. Every single one of them, certified bangers. They know how to pick their draft list.
Yeah, they do.
Hey,
Gob.
See Goblin back there. Boy, man, that was a mean mug if I ever saw one.
He wants some love, and I haven't patted him all day. I've been working and working. I had about like an hour before our recording where I was just like, all right. So I'll give him some food.
Yeah, give him some food. I'll cheers my glass to Goblin. I've got a couple of sips left in mine. You look like you're empty. Yeah.
All right.
Real quick, how was it? I mean, bottle cap wise, rating 1 through 5. What was that? What's that sitting at for you?
It's a solid 4 or 5. You know,
okay.
It's unexpected. I'm not a big peanut butter guy, but the malt bill on it, I would have it more times. Like after that one.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet. You know, I still wouldn't really seek out a peanut butter beer, but I would. I feel good giving that a 4 or 5, just on my own personal preference, without any other snobby idea. This is just my own score. If I was to give it a snob score, I'd probably give it like a 3.8. But you know that gets into my. I don't know the right words for it, but it's just more personal opinion. But that's a solid 4 or 5 on just, oh shit, surprise, delicious. I'd have 10%. It again. 10%. Yeah, it doesn't taste like a 10%er.
Yeah.
I would definitely, if you see this, start with it and then start going lighter. But man, it's solid, man. I super appreciate it. Thank you, Clinton.
I love it. Shout out to Clinton, Tanasi Brewing, owner of Tanasi Brewing.
Yeah.
My Bourbon County brand stout is, I will say, I have liked previous years better than this one. This one is more, in my opinion, raisin or date forward.
Whoa.
Kind of fig forward a little bit. Like, I prefer the prior year Bourbon County brand stouts. They're not as sweet. They're a little bit more bourbony. This one is a little less bourbony, a little sweeter because of like the raisins or the date profiles that they have in there. And that's right on their website too. And it's good. I'd give it a 4. I think that I liked prior year versions better. I would have given it a higher rating. However, I don't shy away from this beer every year they make it because I appreciate the change up that they do every year when it comes out.
Yeah.
So
I love the shift. You know, you're gonna have something new to experience through a name you trust. It's so good.
Yeah,
so good.
So 4 out of 5 for me, 4.5 out of 5 for you on the peanut butter stout from Back 40 Beer.
Super.
You're
impressed.
empty. I've got 2 sips left. Cheers to Goblin. Mitch, thanks for jumping on tonight, man.
Hell yeah. Always a good time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And cheers to everybody. You got your coach
gold.
I love it. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's great, man. Cheers to you. Cheers to Goblin. Cheers to everybody listening and watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.